Hello, you are most welcome. I'm teacher Ivan from Wuna Educational Services. Today we are here to look at relation and mapping. Relation means a statement connecting the domain and the range. And this statement can either be in words or mathematical operations. A relation can also be expressed or showed in three various ways. That is, we can use parallelogram, we can use arrow diagrams, and we can use the mapping notation. So these are the three ways of how we show relations. We shall start with the parallelogram. What is a parallelogram? Parallelogram is used to represent relations whose domain and range belong to the same set. Hence, parallelograms contain set of values forming a certain relation in an enclosure, which is either an oval or a circle. This is what we mean. We might be given a question that draw a parallelogram to show the relation is 2 more than among the elements of set A, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, they want us to draw a parallelogram to show the relation is 2 more than among the elements of set A. Remember, we've said that a parallelogram is used to represent relations whose domain and range belong to one set. So, we have our domain and range within the same set. And these values form a certain relation which they have asked us to illustrate, and that relation is 2 more than. So the parallelogram is drawn in two shapes. It can take an oval shape or a circle, a circular shape, but we can use any. So we shall list our elements of set A in a parallelogram. Then we are to show a relation is 2 more than. How do we know this? 5 is 2 more than 3. 6 is 2 more than 4. And 4 is 2 more than 2. The same applies to 3, is 2 more than 1. That will be our parallelogram showing the relation is 2 more than. Let us look at another example. We can have another question. Asking for a parallelogram for the set of values that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, showing the relation is a factor of meaning this set has the domain and the range, and the relationship we are supposed to illustrate is a factor of. We shall draw our parallelogram. List the elements. The relation we are supposed to illustrate is a factor of. However, you must be understanding the word a factor of. I'll explain this in a simple way. A factor of a number is a number that you multiply with other natural numbers to get that particular number. For instance, a factor of 6 is a number that I will multiply with other natural numbers to get 6. For instance, 1 times 6, we have 2 times 3, we have 6 times 1. So these are all factors of 6. So a factor of a number is that number you multiply with other natural number to get the required number. So what are the factors of 1? The numbers that you multiply to get 1, and that is 1 itself. 1 times 1. 2. What are the factors of 2? We have 1 is a factor of 2, and 2 is also a factor of itself. 3. 1 is a factor of 3, and 3 is a factor of itself, because 1 times 3 you get 3. 4. 1 is a factor of 4, 2 is a factor of 4, and 4 is a factor of 4. 5. 1 is a factor of 5, 5 is a factor of 5. 6. 3 is a factor of 6, 2 is a factor of 6, and 1 is also a factor of 6. However, 6 is also a factor of 6. So that is how we can illustrate that relation. Hope we now know what a parallelogram is. Let us go to arrow diagram. What is an arrow diagram? An arrow diagram shows the relation between each element of the domain to another element of the range. In other words, arrow diagrams show how items of the domain are related to the items of the range. For instance, we are given a question that given that set A equals to 3, 4, 5 and B equals to 4, 12, 16 and 20. We are asked to draw an arrow diagram to show the relation is a quarter of Now we have two sets. We have set A and set B. So this will be our set A, which has elements 3, 4 and 5. Then so that is 3, 4, 5. Set B, whose elements are 4, 12, 16, 20. The relationship be connecting the elements of the two sets, and this is the domain, this is the range. The relation is a quarter of. So, meaning any item of the domain should be a quarter of that of the range. That is, 5 is a quarter of 20. 4 is a quarter of 16. And 3 is a quarter of 12. So that is how we show the relation on an arrow diagram. Let us look at the example 2 concerning the arrow diagrams. Example 2 says draw an arrow diagram representing the relation x maps to 4x minus 1 for the domain we have 0, 1, 2 and 3. So we are supposed to draw an arrow diagram representing this. Now our relation this time is in a mathematical operation. So we are given the domain our domain has 0, 1, 2 and 3. We are supposed to have the range. How are we going to get the range? We shall use our mapping notation, which is 4x minus 1. So the domain is showing values of x. The range will be showing values of 4x minus 1. Let us start with 0. Where there is x is where we shall put 0. So it becomes 0 minus 1, which is negative 1. Meaning 0 maps to -1. Then where there is x, we replace with 1, we get 4 minus 1, which is 3, meaning 1 maps to 3. Then where there is x, we put 2, getting 8 minus 1, which is 7, meaning 2 is mapping to 7. And where there is x, we put 3, meaning 4 times 3, 12, minus 1, 11, meaning 3 is mapping to 11. So that is what we call arrow diagrams. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Click the notification button so that you get notified whenever we have new videos. Thank you. Meet next time.